asked the other week, how do you take a panoramic? I tend to do a lot of panos. The idea is that we're trying to get a wider view, and we've got in front of me here, which you'll see in a second, we've got the view looking down the valley. So to get it all in one shot, it's going to compress everything. But if you use a long lens, then it's relatively simple. We can take multiple shots and stitch them together later in Lightroom. One of the first things you've got to do is make sure that your tripod is absolutely level. So you level the tripod up, and at that point you know that your camera support is going to be level. Now on this I've got a spirit level on the tripod body, and I've got spirit levels on the tripod mount at the top. You can also check it on my levels on the back, so get all those ringing true, do a sweep, and then we know that it's going to stitch a lot easier in Lightroom. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to get the tripod leveled, then we'll go with the rest of it. That's the tripod leveled up there. What I'm going to do now is level the tripod, the top of the tripod head. I'm going to use the bars on the back of the camera for that. That's now leveled off. So what I'm going to do now is do a sweep round to see have we got where we need to be with this. As we go around, we've got level all the way around there, so I can lock that off now. Okay, so that's the scene we've got in front of us there. We're at Bransdale, just up on the North York Moors. So you can see that's the view we've got. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cropping down by the farmhouse on the left hand side there, and coming right the way across until we've got the road coming in from the side there. Now this wind is really strong, so just apologies for any camera shake we've got on that one. I could put the wide angle lens on here and we could get it all in one go, but you can see there that we've got, as well as all this wind blowing us about, we've got a heck of a lot of sky coming into there as well. So that's not going to give us much of a picture. We're going to get too much sky. So if I put the camera into portrait mode, what we can do then is slice the image and then fasten them together back in Photoshop. Okay, so I've manually focused the camera, put it on the autofocus. We're in aperture priority. I've taken a meter reading, so we're on f6.3. So I'm going to just increase that. We're going to take that up to f11, and f11 will make it f13. That's going to give us lots of depth of field, so it should be reasonably sharp from front to back. So that's giving us 30th of a second at f13. So I'm going to go onto manual mode now. So if we come around here, I'll switch the camera onto manual, so let that focus in for you. So the camera's going onto manual, just on there. So camera on manual mode, and then we're going to dial in what we needed again. So that's f13, that's coming up to 125th now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn that down now until we get the 50th of a second there. Wind's really blowing, so I'm going to have to keep hold of this tripod. So what we'll do now is we're going to take a series of shots. So I'll frame up the first one, and then we'll take the shot, and I'm going to do that in a step series. So we've got the first shot coming in there, it's taken that, and then I'm going to move it round, and we'll move it so that we're getting about a third overlap. So that's there, and then we'll do the shot again, and then we'll turn it round again, and we'll do the shot again, and then we come round, we do the shot again, and we'll come round again, and we'll do the shot one more time. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll put that into Lightroom and we'll have a look and we'll stitch that together. Okay, so we're back inside now out of all that wind and the cold. So let's have a look and see how we're going to do this panorama. If I bring up Lightroom, I've already got it loaded up. So that is the finished image that we're going to try and achieve. So this is a series of photographs stitched together. Now, as you saw, the camera was in portrait mode, and I allowed about 1/3 of a frame overlap on each one. That way, Lightroom can look at the referencing and make sure that we get the edges as square off and smooth as possible. So if we go into the multi-shot on the library, so we're looking at all the shots together, these are the sequence of shots. So we got the one here, which is the furthest left onto there, and then we got the final image, which is that one, which is the right hand side. So all we need to do is if I click on that one, and then I'll shift click on that to select them all, we go up to photo, then come down to photo merge panorama. So what happens now is that will build a preview. You can see it now starting to create the panorama preview. I've got auto crop on, but I've got auto settings turned off. So this can take a little bit of time. So what we'll do is I'll let that run and then we'll come back once it's done that. Okay, so we're back in now. That's the preview image that we've got. I can zoom in and just check that there aren't any misalignments anywhere, and that looks okay to me, so I'll zoom back out on that. These up here are just the different perspective views. So spherical is the one that I normally use. If you go to cylindrical, it'll build a preview again, and it's the way that it looks at the actual image as to what the output looks like. So not much difference on that one. If we go to perspective, this is the one that can really throw it, and you tend to get, sometimes you get bowing in the middle as though you're looking on a photograph that's been wrapped round. So you can see there the shape of it's distorted. So if we go back onto spherical, there you go, that's more what you see with your eye. So we've got all the images together now, so all I need to do now, I'm happy with that, I'll just click merge, and then it starts doing its stuff. So it's there, photos, merge, add it to tasks, and it's coming on the bar here. Now again, that can take a little bit of time, so we'll come back when that's done. Okay, so it's done its stuff now, so we're back into Lightroom. So that's how you do a panorama and stitch it together in Lightroom. So if you've enjoyed it, consider subscribing, give it a thumbs up for a like, hit the bell so you get notifications, and share it with somebody. I will see you in the next one.